Hey guys, Captain Spaceman here, and I have something important that I want to talk about. Lately, I have been having problems with, I know it's really hard to admit it, but my KD ratio in League of Legends. It's just been something about the meta being so mid-oriented that I, as a jungler, feel useless, right? Because before this, you used to gank and do objectives, but now, because mid lane is so efficient at ganking and killing both top and bottom, you just kind of feel useless and obligated to only pick up camps and do objectives, right? And me playing Rammus and Nunu, I mean, of course, I am fast and everything, I can travel quickly, but I just kind of feel like my time is better spent in the jungle farming camps than actually ganking, right? So my games just end up being, I don't know, just like 0-0-3, right? I mean, where are all the kills? Where are all the deaths? There's just nothing. It's boring. And I win, right? But it's just useless. Are they gone? Are they all truly gone? The women, the female, the bitches. Just so we're sure, everybody check, okay? Well, I know I am for sure male, so you good? Yeah, okay, you're good as well. Okay. So now we know definitely that they're all gone. So let's talk about them. I don't know what's the deal with them. What's the deal with women? Why are they gonna be so pretty all of a sudden? Why are they gonna be so cute and small and smell nice, right? Why do I have this problem when I talk to them? Why can't I shake their hands and look them in the eyes when they approach me? And I always gotta act like Joe Biden about them, like I'd be shaking the air's hands a few times before I finally shake hers and then promptly shit my pants. Animal style, of course. I mean, that actually happened once. Without the shitting my pants part, right? The biggest problem are the cute girls with the pretty eyes. I mean, I'm talking black, brown, blue, yellow, green, any color, right? It's just something about them that makes me the most nervous when I talk to any of them. I mean, they can be fat, skinny, tall, short, as long as they have like pretty eyes. I don't know, I feel something else. Usually, I like to keep long eye contact when I talk to somebody, right? Like up to 3 minutes of uninterrupted eye contact with a person. But with them, with the cute bitches, like 2 seconds tops. And I'm talking if I don't cum my pants during the time I'm talking to them. You know, this talk about women was inspired by an encounter I had with one of them not too long ago. I was out and about with some of my buddies when all of a sudden we all got hungry, so logically we decided to go to a local KFC. We bought our disgusting, greasy, and most importantly overpriced, yes, overpriced chicken wings and headed down to the dining basement below. There we enjoyed our delicious meal in the most uncleansiest, smelliest place on earth and continued talking about our usual topics and joking. You know, the usual things 19-year-olds talk about, right? Like stuff like ISIS beheading videos, Jeffrey Epstein, and how Chris Pratt is a really poor choice as a voice actor for Mario. So we were having the most exquisite time at the greasiest place on planet Earth when all of a sudden I noticed a girl sitting across from us. She was just taking some notes from a script she had printed out and didn't look anything special, right? At first I didn't even pay attention to her, but as minutes turned to hours, I started to, throw some glances at her, right? Just hints, just looking at her, just checking her out. And I don't know if she picked up on that, but for some reason, she turned to face our table and she started to look at us, right? At first, I didn't think anything of her, right? I mean, she was your stereotypical goth girl from the student park next to the KFC, but then I saw her face. I mean, don't get me wrong, she wasn't anything special. She was the most stereotypical girl from that said student park, but something about the whole situation, it just got me interested, right? As I threw more and more glances at her, I started to notice that she was scrolling on her phone very weirdly. Like, she wasn't scrolling through Instagram, YouTube, messages even. No, she was just scrolling up and down aimlessly. She was setting scrolling, like she was waiting for something. No, like she was expecting something. And so, like the funny little monkey person that I am, I thought she waited for one of us to approach her. At first, I toyed with the idea of approaching her, right? Thinking of every possible way I can introduce myself to her. But then something terrible happened. Something sank in my heart. I lost all my confidence. Unfortunately, I have grown accustomed to this feeling. This hadn't been the first time I wanted to approach a young lady with romantic interests and just couldn't bring myself to do it because my confidence was so low. A million times I have gone to the gym and a million times seen the biggest asses you have ever seen in your life, but just couldn't bring myself to talk to those girls. But you see, I was sick of being a beta cuck. I knew that something was different about me. I knew that I was an Omicron male. And as a pure-blooded Omicron male, I knew what had to be done. So, I picked up myself, I stood up from my table, I cleaned myself up, and I approached her. Hey, I thought you were cute now, like, I'm going with my friends out right now, so, like, I thought if I can get your phone number or something, you know? To which she promptly responded with,
No, I'm currently occupied.
and then I said to her,
Oh, fuck, man, guess I gotta go. Bye.
and quickly ran away like a little bitch that I am. Holy shit! I've never felt better in my life. I've never felt more powerful, more free to do anything I want. I did the impossible thing. I talked to a girl that I didn't know. I approached her. Like, I felt like a god amongst men. Had you thrown a grizzly bear right in front of me there, I would have just jumped on his back and started choking him. I would have kicked the shit out of that bear. So yeah, that was my first true L in the dating scene. Not to say that I didn't have success with other girls and other ways of approaching them before, but this hurt. This hurt. Ay, man. I don't know, bro. I just hope that one day I get better at this stuff. Like, I know that I can. I know that I can do way better than just mumbling into my beard and asking her for her phone, right? I know I can be smoother than that. So, here's a wow to my future self. Brother, if you see a cute girl on the streets or at the local gym, just ask her for her phone number or Instagram. It doesn't matter. Just know that if you don't do that, you're gonna be thinking about that for the whole next week. And that's way harder than just bearing the shamefulness of failure. It's way more exhausting. You'll be thinking about that shit when you go to bed. Like, why didn't I ask her for her phone number in your sheets? Why didn't I approach her? Why didn't she give me her Instagram, right? It's just way better to feel bad for like 5 minutes than to think about it for 2 weeks. So, I've been Captain Spaceman, this was my show, and I love you. Goodbye.